The chapter starts with complete chaos. The world suddenly changes overnight. Without warning, monsters begin appearing across the city. People scream, run, and die before they even understand what's happening. Cars crash everywhere, buildings collapse into panic, and society instantly starts breaking apart. And in the middle of all this, our main character is inside his tiny apartment. He's basically a shut-in, a guy who spends almost all his time at home. While the entire world is collapsing outside, he's sitting in his room watching everything unfold through the internet and TV. At first, he thinks it's some kind of terrorist attack or weird disaster. But then, a mysterious message appears before humanity, a system notification. The message explains that Earth has entered a survival game, Manhua ++1, and then the most important line appears. The absolute being inside the house cannot leave the house. The moment this happens, the main character gains a special ability connected to his home. And honestly, at first it sounds useless, because unlike other people who get combat powers, magic, or super strength, his ability only works inside his apartment. So even he thinks, am I supposed to survive the apocalypse trapped in my house? But slowly, he realizes this skill may actually be broken. The monsters outside start approaching nearby buildings. People are getting slaughtered. The atmosphere becomes terrifying. And this is where the manga does something really smart. Instead of making the main character instantly brave, he reacts like a real human. He's scared. His hands shake. He panics while trying to think logically. He immediately starts checking supplies inside his apartment. Food, water, batteries, anything that can help him survive. And while doing this, another shocking thing happens. The system gives him missions. This confirms the apocalypse is literally functioning like a game world. Levels, rewards, skills, quests, everything. But unlike normal protagonists, he doesn't rush outside to fight monsters. Instead, he thinks carefully. And this is the moment you understand what kind of protagonist he is. He's not a hero. He's a survivor. He understands something everyone else ignores. In an apocalypse, safety matters more than pride. Outside, monsters continue killing people. The city becomes quieter and quieter. That silence makes the chapter feel even darker, because silence means people are dying. Then the main character discovers the true effect of his ability. Inside his house, he becomes almost absolute. His territory itself protects him. The apartment starts functioning like a fortress. This changes everything. Suddenly, the useless shut-in skill becomes one of the strongest abilities possible. Because while everyone else risks death outside, he has the safest base in the entire city. But there's still one massive problem. Food won't last forever. Eventually, he'll need resources. And the moment he realizes this, his survival instincts awaken. Instead of becoming emotional, he starts planning, carefully, coldly, logically. He begins testing the limits of his ability. Can objects move through his territory? Can monsters enter? What are the rules? And this is where the series becomes extremely interesting. The MC doesn't overpower enemies through strength. He abuses mechanics. He thinks creatively. He weaponizes his environment. That's what makes him dangerous. Soon, goblin-like monsters appear near his apartment building. The tension instantly rises, because this is the first real threat close to his territory. The goblins attack nearby survivors brutally, and the MC watches carefully from safety. Not because he enjoys it, but because he's learning. He studies monster behavior, movement patterns, weaknesses, everything. Then he notices something important. The system rewards kills, meaning if he can somehow kill monsters safely, he can grow stronger without risking his life. This idea completely changes his mindset. Now survival isn't enough anymore. Now he needs growth. The chapter slowly transforms from horror into strategic survival. And then comes one of the coolest moments. Instead of fighting directly, he uses objects from inside his apartment as weapons. This proves his ability is far more versatile than expected. He starts turning ordinary household items into tools for killing monsters. And honestly, that's what makes this series refreshing. Most apocalypse protagonists become strong through courage or rage. This guy becomes strong through intelligence and preparation. By the end of the chapter, The MC fully accepts reality. The old world is gone. Humanity has entered a nightmare. And if he wants to protect himself and eventually his family, he must become stronger inside this new system world. The ultimate shut-in manga online +1. The final atmosphere of the chapter feels chilling. Outside the apartment, civilization is collapsing. Inside the apartment, a monster of a different kind is being born. Not a warrior, not a hero, but a calculating survivor who may eventually control the safest territory on Earth. And this was only chapter 1. The craziest part? His apartment ability becomes more and more broken with every chapter. While other survivors struggle to stay alive, this guy slowly starts building an untouchable fortress during the apocalypse. If you want chapter 2 next, things get way more insane when he starts truly abusing the system mechanics.